lots and lots of emotions as we grow up, and we also start learning about how emotional expression might feel good, but it doesn't always fit well when other people are around. So children from a pretty young age start feeling the need to regulate their own emotions. And how do they do that? Well, with infants, sometimes an infant will feel distress, and perhaps there's no one immediately around to alleviate that feeling of distress. Babies find ways to soothe themselves. They find little behaviors, little actions that feel good to kind of, shall we say, take their mind off of the fact that they're feeling distress in some other part of their body or some emotional change that they don't like. Or infants, if they are mobile, they will start looking for someone to go help them in their distress. They'll crawl over to someone who will hopefully offer them comfort or a solution to the problem. Toddlers also do self-soothing. You know, sucking the thumb, self-soothing. Or for some toddlers, it's just retreating from that stimulus that feels overwhelming or distressful or uncomfortable. Just go run and hide behind the couch, maybe. That is a strategy that works quite often. With children, now we're getting into, say, school-age children, they have a more conscious idea about their social emotions, their effect on other people, and so they start developing individually their own strategies for how to handle discomfort. And they can be fairly elaborate and sophisticated methods or very, very simple strategies. They also, though, in the process of finding a strategy that works, they also, in a way, you might say, they're looking around to see, do other people accept my strategy, or do they think I'm weird? Do I need to find another strategy? Because they do have that social awareness. And then with teenagers, well, it gets very, very complex, because they have so much attention on social awareness. Because of their egocentrism, they're very, very aware that other people are watching them, when actually they're not. But they're so aware that other people are there in the environment that they also have to come up with strategies for regulating their own emotions, and they have to do it within a social context so that they still feel like they still belong, they're still accepted. They don't want to certainly do anything that would make them ostracized, made fun of, or anything like that when they are looking for a way to cope with certain emotions. So as cognitive development progresses through the years, then emotional regulation then is able to develop and progress also, because the individual has the ability more and more to come up with strategies and to check the social environment to see how that strategy plays out in terms of acceptance. So that's an introduction to this topic. We're going to get some more into the idea of regulating emotions in some further videos, but this gives you a little bit of an introduction of the complexity of what starts happening even at a very young age.